I'm 99 years old, and I haven't been sick in 50 years. No colds, no flu, no infections. My doctor, who's 68, gets sick 3 times a year. He can't figure out why I never do. The specialists have said my immune system would weaken with age. They're retired now, dealing with their own health problems. I'm still here, still strong. What's my secret? Every single morning for 50 years I've drunk the same thing. One simple drink. My name is George, and if you're tired of being sick all the time, you need to hear this. I was born in 1926. I survived the Depression, fought in World War II, lived through every decade since. I've buried my wife, 3 siblings, and most people I grew up with. When I turned 49, I was getting sick constantly. 3 or 4 bad colds every winter, the flu at least once a year, sinus infections, bronchitis twice in 1 year. I missed work. I felt miserable. My doctor said it was normal, that some people just catch everything. He told me to wash my hands more and get a flu shot. I did all that. Didn't matter. I kept getting sick. Then I met an old farmer named Earl, who was 87 and never got sick. I asked him his secret. He told me about a drink his grandmother made him every morning. I thought he was crazy, but I was desperate. Here's what nobody tells you. Your immune system doesn't weaken because you get old. It weakens because you're not giving it what it needs. The medical system wants you to believe getting sick multiple times a year is normal. It's not. They profit from your sickness. Cold medicine, flu shots, antibiotics, endless doctor visits. My brother Frank trusted that system completely. He got his flu shot every year. He took vitamin C tablets. He used hand sanitizer constantly. He still got sick 4 or 5 times every winter. He was on antibiotics constantly. He died at 76 with a weakened immune system that couldn't fight pneumonia. Same genes as me, different choices. I look at people now and they're always sick. They carry tissues everywhere. They miss work regularly. They think it's bad luck or bad genes. It's not. It's because they're not supporting their immune system properly. Your great-grandparents didn't get sick like this. It was 1975. I was 49, lying in bed with my 4th cold of the year. My head was pounding. My throat was raw. I was so tired of being sick. That's when I thought about Irv. He was 87 and hadn't been sick since he was a teenager. He said his grandmother made him drink bone broth with butter and salt every morning. Just broth made from beef bones, with a tablespoon of butter stirred in and some salt. He drank it hot before he ate anything else. He said it fed his immune system and kept his gut healthy. I thought it sounded strange, but I was desperate. I went to the butcher and got beef bones. I made my first batch of broth that weekend. Monday morning I heated up a cup, stirred in butter and salt, and drank it. It tasted rich and satisfying. I kept doing it every single day. Within 2 weeks I felt strong. Within 2 months I realized I hadn't gotten my usual spring cold. That first year I didn't get sick once, not once. I've been drinking it every morning for 50 years now. I'm 99, and I haven't had a cold, flu, or infection in half a century. I call it the morning immunity drink. Your immune system lives in your gut. Bone broth heals and seals your gut lining. The minerals and collagen support your immune cells. The fat from butter helps your body absorb nutrients and reduces inflammation. Salt provides essential minerals your cells need. When you drink this every morning, you're feeding your immune system exactly what it needs. Here's exactly what I do. Rule 1. Make real bone broth from beef bones, not store-bought. Real broth you simmer for 24 hours. I get beef bones from the butcher. I roast them, then simmer them in water with a splash of vinegar for a full day. A long cooking pulls out all the minerals and collagen. I make a big batch every week. Store-bought broth doesn't have the same healing properties. Rule 2. Drink 1 full cup every morning on an empty stomach. Before coffee, before food, before anything else. I heat up a cup until it's hot. First thing in the morning, your gut is ready to absorb nutrients. The broth goes straight to work healing your gut lining. Rule 3. Add 1 tablespoon of butter to the hot broth and stir until it melts. Real butter, not margarine. The fat helps your body absorb nutrients and provides energy. It reduces inflammation throughout your body. Inflammation makes you susceptible to getting sick. I use grass-fed butter when I can. Rule 4. Add half a teaspoon of sea salt. Real salt with minerals, not table salt. Your cells need salt to function. Your immune system needs salt. We've been told to avoid salt, but that's wrong. You need it, especially first thing in the morning. Rule 5. Drink it slowly while it's hot. Don't chug it. Sip it over 10 or 15 minutes. Let it coat your throat and warm your stomach. This isn't just nutrition, it's medicine. The heat is soothing. The nourishment is profound. Rule 6. Wait 30 minutes before eating anything else. Give the broth time to work on your gut lining without interference. I drink my broth at 6:30 and don't eat breakfast until 7. Those 30 minutes let the healing compounds work. Rule 7. Be consistent. Every single day without exception. I've drunk this every morning for 50 years. Vacation, holidays, doesn't matter. Consistency builds an unbreakable immune system. Missing days means missing the cumulative benefit. What to avoid? Never use store-bought broth or bouillon cubes. Never skip the butter or use margarine. Never use regular table salt. Never drink it cold. How to start? This weekend, get beef bones from a butcher. Make your first batch. Monday morning, start drinking it. Give it 3 months before you judge. At 99, I haven't been sick in 50 years. No colds, no flu. I've been around sick people constantly and never catch anything. My friend Walter, 94, started drinking bone broth 5 years ago after watching me. He used to get 2 or 3 colds every winter. Since starting, he hasn't been sick once in 5 years. His doctor can't believe it. My neighbor Alice, 79, started this 3 years ago. She was getting sick 6 or 7 times a year, constant sinus infections, always on antibiotics. She started the morning bone broth. In 3 years, she's been sick once and it was mild. She recovered in 3 days instead of her usual 2 weeks. I watched this work for 12 people, but I also watched my brother Frank refuse to try it. He thought it was old-fashioned nonsense. He kept getting his flu shots. He was sick constantly until he died. Same genes, different choice. Most people notice they stop catching things within 3 to 4 months. People say they don't have time to make bone broth. You have time to be sick. Making broth takes 10 minutes of actual work. The rest is just simmering. It sounds too simple to work. This is what people did for thousands of years before we had a cold and flu industry. I tried bone broth once and didn't notice anything. Once doesn't build an immune system. I've done this every day for 50 years. But I take vitamin C and zinc. How's that working for you? Are you still getting sick? This works. I'm 99 and haven't been sick in half a century. You don't have 50 years to build this, but you could have 10 or 20 years of not being sick if you start now. Every winter you spend sick is time you lose. I watched too many people spend their later years constantly ill. The people who started drinking bone broth say they got their life back. You're at a decision point. One path is what you're doing now. You know how many times a year you get sick. The other path is feeding your immune system what it needs. Here's what you do. Number 1. This weekend, get beef bones and make bone broth. Monday morning, drink your first cup with butter and salt. Number 2, comment below and tell me how many times you've been sick in the last year. Number 3, share this with someone who's always sick. Number 4. Subscribe for weekly wisdom about staying healthy. I'm 99 years old. I'm sharing what works while I still can. Drink this every morning. Stop getting sick.